The Secret of Words. Those who say, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me," don't realize, because of words, less than 1 in 20 will ever become rich or achieve much of anything else, especially when there's an abundance for everyone in our society. The sad but shocking truth: take 100 men and women, age 25, who all start out even, with big hopes and dreams and plans, and excited what life could bring. Statistically, by the time each reaches 65, they discovered the playing field was not equal and were now dependent on someone else for life's necessities. When questioned, the answer was obvious: conformity, not knowing why, and conforming with the wrong percentage group, the 95 who don't succeed. Think for a moment. Why do only 5%, or 5 out of every 100, enjoy the good life, while so many fail? Why is there such a disparity between what most want and what they actually accomplish? Some people work hard and never achieve what is wanted, never become successful or earn more money, and struggle to make ends meet. What does this have to do with you? I really don't know you like you know you. Are you sick and tired of hearing empty promises that don't change life and that don't go anywhere? Here's what's been proven over and over by many, many others. Those who don't use this secret aren't getting everything they want or enjoying the kind of success most only dream about, guaranteed. Here's what I'll do for you today. Teach, not tease. Provide evidence you already have the potential for enormous success, because you are more than you are demonstrating. Only because most have been sold a lie that your potential is fixed, like your shoe size, and underestimating our own capacity to impact life, even starting out from scratch. You will learn how to tap into your greatness quicker than ever before, because everything is either hell yes or hell no. Unless you don't believe you came into this world to have everything, easier than making excuses. How many beliefs do you think we each have? Millions and billions of beliefs, right? Here's what you want to write down. All behavior is belief-driven, because whenever you think you can, or whenever you think you can't, either way you're right. The one word that stops most from having everything in life. By definition, a belief is an idea we hold about ourselves to be true. They shape our perceptions, attitudes, feelings, moods, and expectations, what we call reality. And in most cases, they are limiting by defining us. Here's how to question beliefs. Simply ask yourself, is what I believe true? What would I be if I didn't have these beliefs? Again, how to question beliefs is to ask yourself, at this very moment, is this true? Ultimately, we can actually change our experiences in life by simply changing our beliefs. Is that true? Because if you're not satisfied with life, not getting what you want, or not as successful as you like, don't get comfortable with that thought. To make life better, you can't hope and leave things to chance. Instead of being frustrated, become disgusted. If you don't become disgusted, life will deteriorate and you won't do anything about it and remain dissatisfied. Now, before explaining how 2 words accomplishes miracles, opens the door to the most powerful secret for always getting what you want, I have a question for you. Wouldn't you agree having everything doesn't leave much out, especially when we live in an infinite field of potential, and it's only limited by what we believe? Now, may I tell you a little about myself and why you might consider listening to me? I said listen, not believing just yet. For those who don't know me, or if this is our very first time meeting, my pen name is Veronicus. Graduated from the School of Hard Knocks, my specialty is what to think, not how to think. Thanks to my passion, I've never lacked for anything, and I have been able to live happily my whole adult life, an uncommon level of success. Of course, I've had some difficult moments. Everyone does, but I've been able to overcome all those temporary setbacks with ease. When I first learned how looking backwards changes outcomes, I must admit, I was very skeptical. I questioned how this could connect the dots, but quickly it became clear, and looking backwards made sense. You can't connect the dots forward. Thinking backwards, you have to somehow trust the dots will connect your hopes for what you want, because there comes a time in life when you've just got to trust something. So my promise today, if you choose to accept, help you get everything you want free of charge, then encourage you to inspire others to also get everything they want. You first, them second, everyone free. You might be wondering, why would I help you get everything you want? Why is it important for me that you succeed? The truth is, when you succeed, there's something in it for both of us. Because if I can help you get everything you want, then one day soon, you'll probably choose to promote what I teach to others. And that will benefit both of us. It's kind of like when you shine, I shine. We both shine together. Now, how are you going to be able to do that? All I can do is tell you what I did. My goal was not to be better than anyone else, just better than I used to be. Each year I decided to learn something new, elevate my knowledge, and become a new version of myself. Wealthy people are always willing to learn. Most people think rich people already what? Already know. Most are constantly learning. Now, the first thing I did that helped me become financially independent and enjoy a much better way of life, I quickly eliminated these two words from my thinking and vocabulary, then replaced them with these two words. You may be thinking, that sounds too easy. There's got to be more to it. What I'm sharing with you today is only the starting point. There are a few other things that will absolutely supercharge your ability to have everything. Before we get to it, remember when you were young, wild, free, and told when you grow up, you can have anything you want, anything you ask, whatever you imagine, you can live the life of your dreams.
I'm ready.
When you were 7, you wanted to fly. 13, a rock star. As you got older, some changed their mind about what was wanted and wished they were a millionaire. You were clear what was wanted. Now fast forward to today. Did you ever question, what the happened? Was that some pie-in-the-sky fairy tale, or what? Let me explain. As you got older, you began to be realistic. When you were young, you didn't attempt to figure anything out, how it was going to happen. You simply focused on it. Then it wasn't long before you stopped being clear about what you wanted. Stopped focusing on it, stopped believing, and as a result, here we are. Is this what life today should be like, or can it really be different? When we constantly talk about what is needed or wanted, here's what usually happens. Whenever we think something is in the future, that immediately places it into Never Never Land, leading to nowhere, meaning nothing ever happens. It can't from there. Because when words are future tense and not in the now, it's virtually impossible to make it vibrate into attraction. All desires must be in the present tense to ever become real. As long as we continue operating from out there, wealth and fulfillment, or whatever you want, will always be out there. When saying already achieved, it springs into action, bringing dreams to life. Like gravity, it's law, not luck. And this is true for everyone. I encourage you to memorize it. Commit it to memory. It helps to write it on your bathroom mirror and look at it 10 times a day if you can. Get into the habit of repeating already achieved over and over until you can do it in your sleep. Now, before you get all psyched and decide to take action to have this solve some of your problems, may I ask you an important question? Have you ever sat down, pen in hand, and defined what your everything looks like? Do you realize anything you write down will occur during your lifetime, regardless how miraculous or how wonderful it is? Writing it down makes it come true. The number one reason most people don't ever get everything. They don't know what they want or haven't ever established what they want. How obviously logical is that? And the most common excuse for not having a list is saying I don't have time. Before you decide to test this simple concept, here's what I strongly recommend. Go to secretofwords.com and download the list. The heads up about the list. It's not some get-rich-quick scheme whereby you do nothing and hope to make a fortune fantasy. And it's definitely not about what you should or shouldn't be, do, or have. Most already know what they want and really don't need anyone telling them what that is to live better. But then again, if you're not sure, the list will be your personal roadmap for new expectations. Pause this lesson now and get the list. I'll wait while you do. If you wanted to travel, you were meant to travel. If you wanted money, you were meant to have money, a surplus of it. And finally, whenever you wanted to buy expensive bling, knowing you were meant to have them, all of them without debt. Did you catch that? No money, no debt. What? Few understand, once we let go of contrary beliefs, this alone increases results. Listen, I'm not here to convince skeptics of this truth. Even if you don't believe it, it's still true. Ask yourself and be honest. Do you want to continue living with the same old beliefs and secretly expect your life to change? The major reason that stops most people from having everything? Thinking they must know exactly how something can or will be possible. The bullshit story they tell themselves why they can't have what they want. The how is never your job. Your only part, decide what you want, focus on it, feel it, and give thanks. Before you ask, how can 2 words get everything or change life? During the next lesson, you'll not hear 10 things for transforming business or for changing life. None of that. We'll explain the wisdom necessary and the biggest mistake you may ever make when getting what you want to live rich. Sit through the next lesson. Learn a very simple way to become the happiest person in the world and live the kind of life you want. Give this 5 stars and recommend it. Until we meet again, I am Veronicus, looking forward to getting to know you better.